Hi, I'm Genie Myers. I am very practical. I love efficiency and straightforward talking, and salespeople don't really stand a chance with me as it makes me feel like I am being manipulated. So, understanding that about me, you can see why DEW makes perfect sense to me. Trying to run a business while also trying to hold all the pieces of a responsible life together can be very overwhelming. So, anything a person can do to free themselves up to focus their time and their energy on what they do best, and hopefully, this is running their business, it's going to benefit them and their company. It's similar to like a house manager or a contractor. I love the concept. And I love the straightforward pricing and the ability to have the third party evaluate in an unbiased way as to whether or not the current players are doing an A+ job or more of a C. Because as we know, all too often people are kind of working with someone just out of obligation or familiarity. So, moving on to question number 2. I didn't really see anything about the company that didn't appeal to me, but I want to take this moment to clarify that I do live in Oklahoma and I did not see what locations you're actually hiring for. I didn't have a good option for that in the robotic questionnaire about my location. So I am open to moving. I'm not trying to move, but I am happy to travel as well. Now for question 3. Important skills for this job would likely be analytical thinking, like actually applying all the technical knowledge that I've learned while studying for the CFP exam. Number 2, another skill would be good communication, like active listening, emotional intelligence, just really hearing your clients, as well as being a quick learner would be an important skill. Number 4, my learning curve is probably going to be, my steepest learning curve would be taking the lead on stuff and applying the knowledge myself. I've been studying for 2 years and just assisting a woman who is a trust officer and a CFP, but I have very little experience taking the lead. So although I have passed the CFP exam, I do also need 1 more year of experience to earn my designation. Finally, question number 5. In my 2 years experience in finance, I was not given feedback that was hard to hear. My supervisor was super sweet and mild-mannered and gave tons of praise and tons of grace for my mistakes. Maybe she knew how naturally hard on myself I was, and how I strive for 0 error. Who knows? But let me go ahead and speak to a time when I did receive difficult feedback, which was in my previous career chapter of my life. I was an educator, and I would get nervous about being observed by the principal. It is not fun to hear negative feedback, but it was always given with compliment sandwich style. The compliments would feel good, and then immediately after those meetings, I could apply what advice was given, and it was very satisfying to improve my teaching style, and it would lead to smoother class time, kids being more engaged, learning more. All that to say, it can be painful to swallow negative feedback, but it does help achieve my goal to always be improving myself. So I look forward to hearing from you guys soon, and have a great evening. Bye.